Is black people and white people the same people? No, we ain't. That's why I wanted to ask you that, because we're not. There's a difference between us and the white man. There's no difference between you and the Native American. There's a big difference between you and the white man. What is that big difference?
I can't say that we gon' make it out alive, but I know the battle on the line, and the spirit of fear the most high gon' despise.
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Gad. That's right. And I knew that already, because I see your shirt, and you've been here the whole time, bro. Right. You've been here the whole time, and it's all praises that you stuck around. You know why? Because a lot of our so-called Native, I'm saying so-called because you got a God-given name. You know what I'm saying? You got a God-given name. You know, Native American, that's, yeah. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of our so-called Native American brothers reject the Bible because they think that that's what the tool was used for, that the colonizers did to us. You know what I'm saying? To take over. But they had it, this is what they did. Notice that the whole time you've been here, this Bible has been open, right? It's been open. When they came over here, they had it closed. And they said, you better accept Jesus Christ or we're going to put you to death. And then when they said, believe in Jesus Christ, they gave you this image. Right. That the image, they said, believe in Jesus Christ, that image, and it looks just like them, and they was killing us. You see, you got something?
Every res is a church. On every res is a church, and I don't understand
Right.
why.
On the reservations?
Yeah, there's a church. Every res is a church.
That's crazy. And but you know what? That's exactly. They're trying to keep us destroyed. Think about it, bro. How is it that the Native Americans are on this side of the world, dwelling here and all that, and now in 2025, our brothers on them reservations, like you said, there's churches all over the place. And what is them churches doing for our brothers on the reservations? Nothing. Because on them reservations, our people is what? Strung out on meth, going through it, drinking, getting drunk. You see what I'm saying? Committing suicide. You see that? Them churches ain't doing nothing for us. You see that? Because they're designed to keep us destroyed.
Bring it out.
They're designed to keep us at the bottom. That's exactly what they're set up to do. You see that? What they don't want is for you to come around brothers like us and for us to open up this Bible and show you what it truly says, brother. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. And let me show you something. I want to show you something because check this out. Hey, Native Americans. Hey, look at the bottom of their garments. You see that? Look at this shirt. You see my shirt? Why do we got the same thing that they got on? And they Native Americans. You know where that comes from? Where it come from? It comes from the Bible. It comes from the Bible. Let's see. This is where you're bro. The Gadites, the so-called Native Americans, the Bible is their culture. Right. Their culture. Right. They pulled the what they do? They did the there you go. That's the word you used. Exactly. They hit us with the okie doke. Exactly. Give me that in Numbers 15. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them.
The word bid means to command. Command them.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
It says bid them, meaning commanding that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. Read.
In the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Bro, it said, hey, what's your name, bro? Marcel? Marcel, yeah, you said that earlier. It said throughout their generations. So how long is that? That's forever. That means to this day we're supposed to be wearing that. Guess what they did? There's a phrase out there. It says, kill the Indian, save the man. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's why all them churches is over there. They trying to mold our so-called Native American brothers, our Gadite brothers. They trying to mold them into subservient men that's going to do whatever the white man wants them to do. All right? So it said, bid them that they make them fringes throughout their generations. Read.
Throughout their generation, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And then it says, upon the fringe, put a ribbon of blue on it. That's what you see. And if you look at some of them older garments, our Yedayah brothers, they had the ribbon of blue on theirs too.
Right.
Why did they do that? What is the significance of that? That's a commandment that God gave us. There's a reason why he gave it to us. Watch this.
Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
It shall be unto you for a fringe. Read.
That ye may look upon it.
That you may look upon it.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
Remember the commandments of the Lord. You've been here for a while. We touched on a lot. But guess what? The commandments is our heritage. He said, look on them and do the commandments of the Lord. Do your heritage. Do your culture. That's what it's saying. The fact that you don't got them on, that's proof that you have discontinued from your culture, brother. But we're going to bring you back.
That's right.
We are going to bring you back.
Let 'em know.
You've been here this whole time soaking it in. You got a flyer? You get the flyer? Okay. So guess what? That's the ticket right there. There's a website on, there's a number on there. But as long as you're here, we're going to edify you. As long as you're here, we're going to edify you. So it said, remember the commandments, read.
And do them.
And do them. So guess what? When the scriptures say, hey, remember the Sabbath day, like, dang, I'm ready to go buy something today. Oh, shoot, what's today? Today's Saturday. It's the Sabbath. Oh, I can't buy nothing today. I can't go to work today. Oh, dang, you know what? I've been going through it. I feel like smoking this cigarette. Let me dig in my pocket to, the friend. Dang, I can't defile my temple. Shoot, you take the cigarettes out your pocket and throw them in the trash. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's that the fringes is a reminder for you to keep God's commandments. You see what I'm saying? Check this out. I want to get you another one. How you doing, brother? All right. We going into our culture, man. Hey, what's your nationality? African American. Hey, did you know that the African American and the Native American are brothers? I'm talking about the same race. Like, let me ask you, okay, you said, yeah, hey, is black people and white people the same people? No, we ain't. That's why I wanted to ask you that, because we're not. There's a difference between us and the white man. There's no difference between you and the Native American. There's a big difference between you and the white man. What is that big difference? Give me that in Romans 9. Give me that in Romans 9. I'm going to show you the difference. 9 and 4. Watch this. This is the difference between you and them other races, the other nations.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4. Who are Israelites?
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You see that right there? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You're an Israelite, my brother Marcel, from the tribe of Gad. It said, who are Israelites? Read.
To whom pertaineth the adoption.
The adoption belongs to you. When our people went off and God wasn't dealing with us, and he sent his son Jesus the Christ to lay down his life so we could come back and return to the Lord, to be adopted back in, that was for y'all. That wasn't for everybody. Read.
And the adoption and the glory.
And the glory, the kingdom. The kingdom is for y'all. The kingdom ain't for everybody. Read.
And the covenants.
And the covenants, the promises that God made with our forefathers, he made them with our forefathers, not their forefathers. Read.
And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law. Give me that in Psalms 148. Or 147 and 19. It said, and the giving of the law. Did God give his laws to everybody? Brother, what's your name right here? What's your Marco? DeMarco. Okay. Hey, Brother DeMarco, did God give his laws to everybody? We gonna see. Let's see. You said yeah, my brother Marcel said no. Watch this. Let's get the answer out the Bible.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. Bring it out. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
God showed his word unto Jacob. Jacob is our forefather. Jacob wrestled the angel and got the name Israel. That's talking about our forefather. Israel had 12 sons. That's the name of the 12 sons right there. Those are our forefathers. That's where we come from. Everybody don't come from them. The white man don't come from them. The Asian man don't come from them. The Arab man don't come from them. The black man comes from them. The Native American comes from them. The Mexican comes from them. The El Salvadorian comes from them. The Guatemalan comes from them. You see that? Keep reading.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
God gave his statutes and his judgments. He gave the law, statutes, and commandments to Israel. And also when we're disobedient and he judges us and we go through it bad, worse than anybody else on the face of the planet, he gave that to us too. That's what's crazy, bro. Hey, who's going, Brother DeMarco, Brother Marcel, I got a question. Who's going through it worse than the black man? Who's going through it worse than the Native American? Can you think of one? I can't either.
Right.
That's how you know the Lord is only dealing with you. Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
And he just said it right there.
Bring it up.
He said, I ain't dealt with nobody else outside of the way I'm dealing with you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what God says. That's what the word of God says, Brother DeMarco, Brother Marcel. Read.
And as for his judgments,
when we catching hell like nobody else, read.
They have not known them.
That's why when the cops put their knee on the back of a brother's neck, like what's his name? George Floyd. Can't no white man relate to that. They'll say it on TV. Yeah, I mean it's a bad thing, and I can't even imagine what that's like. I can't even relate to that. You can relate to that. You can relate to that. We're the product of that. God said he ain't dealt with nobody else the way he's dealing with us, bro. Whether it's dealing with us in a good way or dealing with us in a bad way, ain't nobody catching it the way we catch it. That's how you know, Brother DeMarco, this book is only for you. Hey, you believe in Jesus? Where's Jesus at? You see the sign right here? Take a look. Hey, Brother DeMarco, who is this man? Okay, all right. What does Jesus look like?
He looked like
Okay. What else? Okay. So wait a minute. Last time I checked, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got hair like wool. Last time I checked. So wait a minute. Christ looked like us? So wait a minute. Why do we go through it? Why do the nations hate us if Christ looked like us? If Christ looked like a black man, why are we catching him? Why are they making him look like a white man? Give me that in a John. Read that, John 15 and 18. Watch this. This is why. Christ looked like us and they killing us. Read this.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
You heard what Jesus the Christ said? He said, if the world hates you, you better understand they hated me first. Hey, you know, they say Jesus is love. Jesus is all, God is love. Jesus came to save everybody. If Jesus was preaching such a good thing to save the whole world, why did they kill him? Why did they kill him? Hey. When you think about people hanging from a tree, what race are they? Okay. Indians and blacks. Watch this.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 30. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus.
The God of our fathers raised up Jesus. Watch what they did to Jesus.
Whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
So you telling me they hung Jesus when they talking about the cross and all that? That's not that because it's made out of wood. It's talking about the tree, hanged on a tree. You telling me they say they hung Christ on a tree and then they hanging blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans on trees? You don't think there's something behind that?
Bring it out.
There's something behind that. They hated Christ. They hate his people. That's why we going through it. That's why we strung out here. That's why we killing one another out here. That's why there's division amongst us. That's why you call yourself African American, and African American comes from two white people, Amerigo Vespucci and Leo Scipius Africanus. Those are two white men. They can't make a black man. They can't make a DeMarco. They can't make a DeMarco. You see that, bro? They hate us out here.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example.